Hey y'all, good morning. I was thinking for a moment of truth today about how I raised my children. I've always raised them to have multiple streams of income. And income is not so much cash, it's being in a wealthy place. I mean, literally being in a wealthy place. I never turn a gift away. The scripture tells, when you turn a gift away, you're counseling in people's blessings. Even if I don't use it, I always give it to somebody that can. So, love goes around. I've always taught my children not to depend on one job. And that's a good thing in this pandemic because they can shut the jobs down anytime they get ready. The government has truly showed they true colors during this pandemic. God has allowed it to give us a conscious interrupt. But I'm not saying that income is you got to be out there hustling to, make a dollar. I'm one of those people that say money. I don't make money. Money make. How do you say it? I make money. Money don't make me. That's how you say it. I got up this morning, felt like some coffee from Circle K. Had to get gas. And as I was putting the card in the machine, I was thanking God that I didn't have to worry about whether it was going to bounce my account. I was talking to the lady in the cash register in there. And, there's just such a peace when you don't have nothing to stress over. You don't have no income, no finances to stress over. People don't have no jobs. That might be a blessing in disguise. I know it was a blessing in disguise for me a while back because it taught me entrepreneurship. It taught me, other means to make a dollar. Your gift will make room for you. Anything that you love to do, that you're passionate about, you can find a way to make income with it. That way you're doing something that you love to do. You're getting paid for what you love to do. It's not going to a punching in a clock somewhere that you don't want to be. There's a situation that I'm in, a contract that I'm in right now. Some days I don't want to go because you don't have no backing, no support. But like I say, prayer changes things. I prayed on that thing, and now pretty much the ball is in my hand and another hand. FedEx just pulled up. I don't know if that's for me or the house next door. I was telling Amazon the other day that I'll be having them doing wheelies out here. They come into my house. I'm pretty sure, like I seen on Facebook, that post say, Amazon say, that house again? Well, it wasn't for my house. It was for the house next door. But anyway, like I said, I personally am living the life of Riley. Because, I don't have to run around everywhere. This pandemic is like a blessing in disguise for me. Like I said, I guess what I'm saying is think outside the box. Some of us just need to think outside the box. What we've been doing all these years to get things taken care of ain't working no more. If you've been working a 9 to 5 and that's been taken away, then maybe there's another avenue for you. Like I say, I have multiple streams of income and all of them in cash. I have people that deliver food to my house. I have places where I go pick up food that's donated. Whatever I don't use, I push on to somebody else, donate it to somebody else. Rivers flow. It's a stream, constantly moving. I go to the store every once in a while to get things that I need to make certain things. But I don't too much be standing in the lines. I don't like standing in the lines. I don't too much have food delivered, like Instacart and nothing like that, because I'm very picky. I like to pick my food. So when I do have to go, I go myself. I don't do delivery charges and stuff like that. But like I just drove through a drive-through pantry here a minute ago. And all they did was pop the trunk. They dropped the food off in the trunk, closed the trunk, and I drove on by. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To me, it seems like God is providing. More so than was when we was doing the 9 to 5. Because sometimes the income didn't stretch as much as the food that I have in the house. My freezer is overflowing, so I have to take food out and go deliver it somewhere else. But I'm saying that's a stream of income. That's, God providing food in my house for my children. I don't have to worry about, gas. I don't never have to worry about gas. I let it get about half a tank and I'm filling it up again. He's providing in that area. My bills are taken care of. Like I say, anytime God hit my finances, that's He's getting my attention. So I keep my bills, if not a month paid ahead, at least on time. So you may ask, how do I do that? Well, I know y'all heard about the TLC. I have the TLC business. I don't really recruit for that. That's how I lost all that weight when I was size 16, pregnant with Brianna. I drank that tea and then, the coffee Organo Gold. And just to be honest, I don't like the TLC version because I think it's got too much herb in it. And it makes it taste pasty to me. So I drink the Organo Gold black so I can put anything I want in it. Sometimes I get the ginseng one or the latte one. Drink the detox teas of the TLC. And every time, I'm a distributor of TLC and also the Organo Gold. But like I said, I don't pump or recruit for that because, you got to make so much to get money and, it's a lot of work in that. And I ain't trying to get people to be pumping all their money into something and then they, lose faith in it and, stuff like that. So I don't pump and recruit stuff like that. But the products are really nice. I give the products, the products are still helping people. They still help me. Like all that stuffing and all that I had for Thanksgiving. Yeah, started drinking tea to get that out, Keep your blood sugar down, keep your circulation going. Gives you mental clarity because you're not all sluggish on the inside. Cleans all your bloodstream. I have a lot of that stuff on stock because I stocked up for the holidays because I know people were going to be eating and enjoying and then they wouldn't want to take it out. It's a cycle that we go through. So I have a lot on stock if y'all looking for it or whatever. But the other thing is I was introduced to Forex a while back from a gentleman that's doing very nice in it. But it wasn't for me because at that time I was a school bus driver. And I was making less than $15 an hour. And I was barely making the ends meet at my house that I had. So I wasn't able to get into it. Plus, when you do that, it wasn't no income coming in right away. But I have teamed up with Epic Trading, and Epic Trading seems to be really good. Not only do you learn a skill set that you can take everywhere, like trading Forex. That's trading foreign currency. Anytime you go from one country to another, they got to exchange money and stuff like that. And the banks get paid for it. And well, with Epic Trading, you can get paid for it too. So I'm into that. I haven't had time to really sit down and learn the candlesticks and how to trade that. and stuff yet. But what I like about epic trading is it not only creates residual income that I can will to my children if something happened to me, God forbid, in this pandemic or whatever. Everything could be willed to my children so it's not lost. And the other thing I liked about it that caught my attention is I get, income. I can create income by referring people. So to create income, learning a new skill set. And I create income by referring people who want to learn a new skill set. That's a win-win for me. So after like 10 people, I start making commissions to where I can earn while I learn to do Forex. I don't see too many, matter of fact, I don't think I see any companies, none that I have been in, where they allow you to earn while you learn. A skill set that you can take with you. Yeah, the teas and the coffee they take with them, they still with me. One while they was piling up or whatever. But after I got to telling them, that's what I use myself, and it became a living testimony. Now they, start to go off the shelves every once in a while. They kind of piled up a little bit, with the pandemic because people don't have money and jobs and stuff right now. But the moment I tell a few people about it, they start going off the shelves again. So that's why I keep stock like the NutriBurst. I keep that in stock because, the liquid vitamin, everybody needs to keep their immune system up. And everybody likes the raspberry tea, so I keep that in stock. And then I have people that do like the coffee, so I keep that in stock as well. So everything ain't a pyramid scam. That's what I want to put out there too. Epic trading, I like that because I can tell people about a skill set that they can take with them, that they can learn and use, to help them better themselves. And then scripture tells us we're supposed to be a blessing to our children's children. So that's what we're supposed to do. And with epic trading, we can do that here on earth. And this is one way in a way you can take it with you, because if something happens to you, it can go to your children or whoever your beneficiary is. I just want to pop on here and, get somebody to think outside the box. Maybe, you need to see something differently. Maybe you need to do something different. Some people make money while they're sleeping. They ain't got to be out there plugging a 9 to 5 all the time, signing somebody else's timesheet. Maybe you ought to learn to sign your own. Not saying I don't sign a timesheet. I am self-employed. I'm contracted. But that's one stream of income. What happens if they shut that down? Is my house supposed to fall apart because of that? I think not. So I've always taught my children, like my daughter, she has her own business, Bree's Kitchen. She bakes them bun cakes, and, she's learning, cupcake designs, and she does soul food and stuff like that. So she has her own income. All that hair and stuff that you see on her head, I don't pay for all that. But that's what she want to do. So she earns it so she can be able to live the way she want to live. Some of us need to, take that in consideration and learn from her, because we out here busting our hump on a job, some of us, but we not living our dreams and the thing that we want to live. I got tired of that on the school bus. So now I live the dreams that I want to live. I don't live in substandard living. God keeps me in this 3-bedroom house. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm at peace. Living in an environment that I find conducive to the dreams and desires that I want. No, I ain't got no man. That's a blessing to me. But that said that I won't. He would have to be conducive to what's going on here. I don't bring no confusion and stuff up in my house. Dr. Bill is good. But like I said, sometimes think outside the box. If you want to take a look at the Epic Trading, hit me up in my inbox or my phone or whatever. I can help you get more information on that. But like I say, it's presenting income for a lot of people that don't have income, especially the few that's still waiting on their unemployment to be paid since March. There's a few of them that haven't got their unemployment due to all the stuff that was going on with that. And they've been able to keep food on their table. They've been able to keep their bills and not be put in the street. You know, they are literally evicting people in a pandemic. That stuff is real. I was talking to a guy the other day. He had just lost his place 4 days. He'd been out there in the street. Life continues to go on, whether you got it or not. So please take heed to what I'm saying. I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. But look for another stream of income, another way. Sometimes, you know, people just, I'll take care of this for you, you take care of that. You know, that's how bartering system, that's how scripture, that's how they did it back in the old days, you know. Children of Israel, all them, you know. If one had something and another had another. If I got eggs and you got flour and you got sugar, you know, you got salt, we can make a cake, you know, that kind of thing. I don't turn around none of my blessings, nothing that nobody gives to me. But maybe this is time for you to think of another stream of income, another mindset of how to making a stream of income. I'm finna put this book out. I'm finna publish this book. I got 2 or 3 more chapters that was added that I need to put in there, and I'm finna launch that. That's another stream of income. Be creative. Look at your gifts and see what you can do to be able to better your situation. Stop looking outside of yourself. Look and see what God has placed in you. That way, that's recession proof. Because if you start something from what God give you, God gonna sustain it. Becoming an author, they can't stop me from putting out books unless I do something wrong or copyright or something like that. But that's an income as long as people buying them. Trading, you know, foreign currency, as long as people going places. And you see, we ain't sitting down in the pandemic, so you know people gonna be going. So as long as people are doing people, we need to find a way to capitalize or benefit off of that. As long as people gonna get up every morning and drink coffee, that's recession proof. That's a stream of income. Like I say, entrepreneurship. Be your own boss. You know, God created kings and queens. He made us leaders in our own right. We got to tap into God to tap into our leadership. To see, you know, what he wants us to do. Like I said, this epic trading thing, I like it. You know, I'm telling people about learning a new skill set. You know, I'm all about education. All these degrees that I got, I'm working on my 4th master's, got my doctorate, working on my doctorate in psychology now. So I'm all about education, you know, learning to do something that's going to, you know, create a better lifestyle that you can prosper. Your health prosper. That's scripture. as your soul prospers. You know, you're not prospering if you sitting, not learning nothing, not doing nothing for yourself. If it ain't prospering you need to get out of it. There's some environments and people we need to get away from that we hang around that don't prosper us either. So they're just distractions. So we need to get to a place or a mindset where, you know, we can find prosperity, or we can have prosperity. Hanging around people that, you know, gossip and backbite. I know I always talk about that, but there's so much of that going on around. And if you look at where they're at, they still sitting in the same place. Year after year after year after year. So that ought to tell you what they get you. Most of them talk about me. And I'm going to let them keep talking. While they sitting there in their mess, I'm sitting out here prospering. Degree to degree to degree. My son, my oldest son, he was like, what she got now? That's how it's going to be. Life and life more abundantly. Sitting in a situation in the belly of a well, stagnant, doing nothing with your life, that's not prospering. Find a means, a way to prosper. Make a difference in your own life, as well as in the lives of others. I always say these people that's so anointed, they preaching out to the world, you know. They prophesying to the world. But a lot of them, that prophecy ain't even hit their house yet. I can't preach a message to you that don't come through me. I'm giving you this message through me because it has hit me. It has hit my household. And I'm living the way that I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see, I'm sitting in my driveway. You don't see me stressed about my bills. I see so many people running around here, and I feel bad for them, but feeling bad for them ain't going to do nothing for them. All I can do is pray, because I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. All I'm asking is you hear me today with an open mind, an open heart. Everybody talk about pyramid schemes, pyramid scam. A pyramid scheme or a pyramid scam is something that takes money from you and does not give a return. Or they put guidelines and stipulations on it that's so off the chart to where they're unachievable for a lot of people. Another pyramid scheme or scam is the organization, the religious organizations. Some of them are set up to where their pastor or the apostle is the head. They passing them offering plates. And then they paying their bills. If you put money into something that's just paying for a building and it ain't blessing nobody else, then your money and your blessings ain't going no higher than the ceiling. I'm just saying. I like to support ministries and people that's, you know, going somewhere, that's doing something. Giving, it should be given unto you. If you giving to something that's hoarding, it ain't going. It ain't making no circle. It's stopping right there. God ain't flowing where people are hoarding. So we quick to put our monies in the offering plate and not get no return. Some of us, some organizations, not all. But we can't think outside the box or see nothing differently when you talk about an opportunity that allows you to be the head. I don't do religion. I'm a pastor. I don't have a church. I have a human services. I just can't do the religion thing. I'm kingdom. I raise kings and queens. My son is a king. My sons are kings, and my daughter is a queen. Can't do religion. I can't teach them to constantly put their money in an organization all their life and not better themselves. That's just not me. Now, I believe in giving, and I believe in offering, and I believe in helping people, so long as that organization is helping others. Like I said, I know a lot of organizations that's just paying their own. They sitting up like they the king, like they the HNIC. I don't agree with that. Everything that I get, even that in my Cash App, goes into my nonprofit. We give out food. We give out baskets. I connect with organizations that's doing something. Y'all see me most likely with the homeless out there or whatever. I'm finna have a peanut butter drive. I'm finna jump on board with the blankets and the socks. Trying to get them warm out there, as warm as possible. I ain't gonna sit here and tell all my things, because I know there's several things that I've said to a couple of people and they ran off with the idea already. But I'm doing something for that community to get them off the street. Not just sit there and keep feeding them and enable them to be in their situation. Like I say, I have a Cash App, $ cashmetruthful. It goes into my nonprofit, which is federally recognized 501c. So not only am I looked at by everybody, I'm looked at by the federal government. So if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, the federal government comes against me. So that's another thing. A lot of people want to go out here and solicit donations, and they want to solicit Cash Apps and everything, but they ain't governed by nobody. They're not held accountable by nobody. I'm held accountable by the federal government. Therefore, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I can do penitentiary time. And I ain't trying to be locked up in nobody's cell. I got claustrophobia. I'm going to tear something up. So be mindful. The Bible didn't separate the wheat from the tares. There's some out there, replicas out there looking like us, but they ain't doing what we doing. Like I said, this epic trading, I can tell people about it and make an income to where I can receive that income while I'm learning a new skill. It creates an income to where I can pay my bills while I'm taking the time to sit and learn a new skill. I haven't found that anywhere else. So if you're interested, and like I said, if you want to get back with me, I'm going to put the information down in the bottom of the video. You can hit me up and jump on a call, and you can get, testimonies of other people that's doing the same thing. Like I said, it pays recruiting. It pays to tell other people about it. You don't have to wait till you learn the skill set to get paid. Single mom, I wouldn't be just jumping out there and everything. Like I said, and I don't live a substandard lifestyle. So anybody that know me know I got to be doing something. Especially when I ain't got no sugar daddy sitting around somewhere with money. Because all the sugar daddies is in a pandemic too. Plus, I don't want the problems that come with a sugar daddy. Ooh, taking care of a man is just not what I want to do right now. But anyway, learn a new skill set. Some of us are dealing with insanity because we still doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. COVID-19 is going with us into 2021. That's why I understand why people say they can't wait till 2021 get here. Huh? COVID going too. This ain't gonna miraculously stop New Year's Eve night. It's going with us. Last I heard, we had 3,000 people a day testing positive for COVID. One time I heard 3,000 people died in one day. Now, like they say, the blood covered the doorposts. I'm careful, how I say this. Obedience is better than sacrifice. If God is allowing COVID in your household, there's a reason. You need to find out the reason. Everybody ain't dying from COVID. Some people are really, being healed and set free. If God is covering your house, you got all these tongues and anointings and the messages, but you got COVID in your house, I'm sure he's trying to say something. He's trying to get your attention. That was DoorDash. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Think outside the box. Learn a new skill set. Learn to do something differently. We got a new norm, so therefore we need a new strategy. We need a new structure, a new way to do things. Epic trading. It's the thing to do right now. Not only do you get paid for referrals to people that want to learn a new skill set as well, but you also get paid by learning the skill set. And they got people that will help you. Daily trade, live trading sessions to help you learn it. You can even get into it if you want to. If you got money like that. So take it from a single mom who's not out here struggling. But just trying to help. Y'all stay blessed.